wildly.
The caution flag is out.
As the NASCAR Winston Cup 2000 season approached, everyone had questions that begged an answer. Could it be number 8 for the Intimidator? Would Stewart face the sophomore jinx? Could Gordon return to his glory days? Would number 28 make the difference for Rudd? Would the young guns pose a threat to the returning veterans? Would DJ defend his championship title? Or was there a new champion on the horizon waiting to stake his claim to the coveted Winston Cup? Welcome to Volume 2 of Full Access, NASCAR Winston Cup 2000 season. Race to the championship. 2000. On the dawn of a new century, the NASCAR Winston Cup Series held great promise and anticipation of things to come. Like no other sport, NASCAR's premier event erupted in grand style. There was no easing into this season.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
It was hard driving, in your face, wide open, pedal to the metal action from the moment the green flag dropped on the 42nd running of the Daytona 500.
The Great American Race, the 42nd annual Daytona 500 is underway.
Favored to win, Dale Jarrett had a good shot at retaining his 1999 championship title. So, no one was surprised when he dominated Daytona, coming out of the gate strong and securing his first win of the season.
70.
Daytona!
Taking not only the checkered, but the check when he won the Winston No Bull $5 million. Predictions aside, not everyone was pleased with the result.
Mark Martin hung out to dry. Everybody's going by him.
I did get lied to, but we did have a shot at it, and that's all I ever asked for.
Heedless to feelings, history was poised to repeat itself.
There it is. That's what it's all about.
But in NASCAR Winston Cup, as in life, things are rarely as they appear, and parity prevailed. The year 2000 saw 10 different winners in the first 10 races of the season.
When you can help a fan change their life and their family's life, I mean, you don't get to do that very often. And I've had the opportunity, and this team's had an opportunity to do it 3 times. And that is just really special.
In Pocono, Mayfield let Earnhardt know that times they were a-changing, and he was not intimidated.
He just slowed up a little bit in the tone turn. I got a run on him and didn't mean to hit him or anything, just want to, like I said, rattle his cage a little bit.
But in Atlanta, Earnhardt proved he still had it when he edged out Bobby Labonte and won by a mere 1/100th of a second.
At the stripe, it is going to be Dale Earnhardt by maybe 1 foot as he wins the Cracker Barrel 500 in a photo finish with Bobby Labonte.
Sure enough, that last lap, he gave it everything he had, and he came on, and it was a good finish, though. It was a strong run on his part and mine.
I tell you what, we fought our heart out right there at the end, Dale and I both did, and that's about the hardest racing I've ever done, and it's
you know, just great to be racing with Dale Earnhardt like that.
Sweet victory aside, nothing could make a father more proud than seeing his son in victory lane during his rookie season on the famed Winston Cup circuit.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. will lay claim to his first NASCAR Winston Cup victory at the Texas Motor Speedway.
This accomplishment created the first father-son team to win in a season since the Allisons did so in 1988. The start of the season saw many other firsts and a pile of broken records.
The records are falling here in NASCAR.
Rusty Wallace in Bristol and Jeff Gordon in Talladega both captured their 50th Winston Cup victories.
Jeff Gordon's 50th career victory and the 9th different winner in 9 races here in the year 2000.
This has just been quite a blessing. I tell you what, to get back in victory lane, it feels awesome for it to be 50 and such a great day. I tell you, it is emotional. It's sending chills up my spine right now.
We tried to get it during NASCAR's 50th anniversary. It didn't work out, but man, to get it right here at my favorite racetrack was a real special day.
While Gordon and Wallace were celebrating their landmark triumphs, veteran driver Ward Burton was equally pleased to once again make it to victory lane.
It's been a long time coming, but woo!
Ward received his second career win, this time in Darlington.
He's been saying, Daddy, you're not going to have a win, so he can't say that anymore.
Earnhardt Jr. proved his talent was not beginner's luck when he took top honors for the second time this season in Richmond and again at the All-Star Winston in Charlotte.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes to the checkered flag and wins the 2000 running of the Winston.
In true Earnhardt tradition, this third-generation driver was the first rookie to ever win this famed event.
We didn't come here to run third. We come here to take all the money.
Fellow newcomer Matt Kenseth surprised everyone by winning his first race in one of the crown jewel events, the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte.
Matt Kenseth is the winner. He becomes the first rookie ever to win the Coca-Cola 600.
Beating his opponents across the finish line in the longest race on the circuit was an unprecedented accomplishment for a rookie. NASCAR Winston Cup racing is challenging as well as unpredictable, and the 2000 season was shaping up to be no exception. With back-to-back victories by rookies, the young guns were serving notice on the veterans of the track. At the same time, they were generating their own solid competition for Rookie of the Year. The seasoned professionals had reason for concern. Back-to-back wins by second-year competitor Tony Stewart made his presence known in Dover and Michigan. And although Bobby Labonte had been holding steady as the points leader, this was still anybody's game. Fans and drivers alike wondered, was a changing of the guard on the horizon?
Looking for a vacation you really want to remember? Enter the No Bull, No Boundary sweepstakes, and you could win an experience you'll never forget. Choose from one of 7 experiences for you and an adult friend. Skydiving in Hawaii. Baja driving in Mexico. Air combat over California. Shark diving in Australia. Or one of 3 driving schools, stock, open wheel, or drag. Call 1-866-W-NO-BULL to enter. Must be 21 years of age or older to enter. See the No Bull, No Boundaries brochure you received with this video for rules and details.
No additives in our tobacco does not mean a safer cigarette. Surgeon General's warning. Smoking by pregnant women may result in fetal injury, premature birth, and low birth weight.
During the second half of the season, Jeff Burton, Dale Earnhardt, and Dale Jarrett were all viable contenders. Each continued to chase the championship on the heels of Labonte, trading second, third, and fourth positions in the points race week after week. Stewart was singing in the rain once again, this time in New Hampshire, with a bittersweet win following the recent tragedies that had placed a cloud of despair over the sport.
As far as I'm concerned right now, I can just pour rain right now.
Bobby Labonte won his second race of the season at the Brickyard, gaining an additional bonus from Winston for his win and position as points leader.
He's about to register perhaps his biggest victory of all. Bobby Labonte from Corpus Christi, Texas, wins the 7th Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis.
I can't think of a better day. I rode around with Darrell Waltrip on the pace lap. I got him to sign my hat. My brother, I wish he was out there. He missed his first race today and a lot of races, but to start up a lot more, to beat a great driver like Rusty Wallace was just awesome.
Watkins Glen proved to be a challenge for all but one member of the DEI team. The 13th winner of the season, Steve Park, won his first ever Cup race there and ended Gordon's winning streak of 6 straight races on road courses.
Mom and Dad were coming home to party, right?
But Gordon had other things on his mind as tempers flared and tensions ran hot, proving this was not a sport for the faint of heart.
Your mind what you want to do. You know what? If you're going to do it, then I'm going to do it. Well, I'll slam you straight in the wall the next time you're anywhere near me.
Rusty Wallace looked good in his own back-to-back victories in Michigan and Bristol, rounding out a remarkable season with 9 poles and 4 wins. But poles and victories aside, this was still not good enough to put him in the hunt for the championship. After throttle problems forced him to switch to a backup car, Labonte proved the importance of being lucky as well as good when he came from the back of the pack and won his first ever Darlington race.
I don't think I won it. I think the victor won it, but we all won it together. I do know that.
The addition of restrictor plates in New Hampshire didn't hinder Jeff Burton in the least. He led all 300 laps of the magic mile from flag to flag.
I saw the back of that 99 car about all day.
The first time anyone had accomplished this feat on any track since 1978.
Lead every lap. I never knew you could do that in any form of racing.
Once again, Tony Stewart forced the veterans to step aside when he racked up another pair of wins in Martinsville and Dover. But luck was not with Burton when his Dover crash extinguished any hopes he had for the championship. Charlotte gave us even more exciting racing as 13 different drivers exchanged the lead 46 times. But it was Bobby Labonte who finally came out on top as he edged closer and closer to the championship title. Undeniably, the most exciting race of the season was the Winston 500 in Talladega.
The fans just beside themselves here at Talladega, jumping up and down, yelling, screaming.
New rules enforcement and aerodynamic changes gave fans 49 different lead changes. And if that wasn't enough, imagine the excitement that erupted when Earnhardt came from the 18th position with 5 laps to go, passing every car in the process to secure the win.
I'd say those last 15 laps are the most horrifying and the most exciting I've ever run in my life.
This Winston No Bull 5 winner proved he wasn't taking any from anybody.
It's the first time I've won it. I've been eligible several times, so it'd be good going to Vegas now with $1 million in my pocket, huh?
Me and Nemchek won Earnhardt that race. I think he owes us half of that No Bull money. Well, I tell you, he was thanking us at the end there.
In Rockingham, Jarrett's luck finally turned when he gained his first ever victory at the Rock. This elusive win brought an end to his 29-race drought.
Daytona was a long time ago, so this is fun.
Although it proved too little, too late for the reigning champ. As the season drew to a close, answers were becoming apparent. Despite close races and even closer victories, it was not to be for Earnhardt. And although Gordon ended the season with 3 victories, they were only a start in what was proving to be a slow comeback for this young powerhouse. Though Rudd failed to win a race with number 28, he did manage to end the season in the top 5, giving him more hope for the future. While ballots were being counted and recounted across the state in Homestead, Florida, no one was challenging the winner. Proving no sophomore jinx here, Stewart once again took the checkered flag and solidified his position as the winningest driver of the season.
It'll be sweet for Joe Gibbs today. Tony Stewart wins the Pennzoil 400 for a second straight year. Here comes Labonte. Bobby Labonte is the NASCAR Winston Cup champion for 2000.
Once taking the points lead early in the season, Labonte never lost it. With class and dignity befitting a champion, he shared his victory lap with Stewart as the stars rose over Joe Gibbs Racing. The championship title brought Labonte and brother Terry the record-setting distinction as the first brothers to win NASCAR's highest honor. Bobby broke an additional record by becoming the first driver in the modern era to win both the Busch and Winston Cup championship titles in his career.
Congratulations, buddy. You just kept outdoing me one, didn't you? Every time I'd have a bad day, you'd have a bad day, I'd have a bad day. It was just a tough time catching up with them guys. Couldn't do it.
It took 6 years to get here, and the question is, how did we get here? I think the answer is hard work, determination, perseverance, chemistry, never give up attitude, and the direct intervention of God. I also want to thank Tony, Greg, and the whole Home Depot team. Since you guys have come on board, JGR has become a team that everyone is watching. Oh, and thanks for not running over me this year. Pal.
But like the end of a movie that begs for a sequel, Jerry Nadeau's first career win in Atlanta, along with 3 other first-time winners, left us all wondering just what the newcomers have in mind for 2001.
You never know in Winston Cup racing what can happen.
Thanks for watching Full Access NASCAR Winston Cup 2000. Race to the championship. Visit our website at www.fullaccess.com.